Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you've been here before, I'm Lucia and today I want to share with you my go-to tarot and oracle card decks that I use for my own personal practice when I read cards for myself. Well, we have a thunderstorm coming here, so I'm not sure if you hear that. I'm not sure how loud that's gonna get. We'll see as we go. So these are the decks that I've been using for myself when I read for myself personally. And I just want to mention that what I'm sharing today is my own personal experience and my own personal opinions about about each of these decks that I'm sharing with you today. So I'm going to start with my Thoth Tarot, which is starting to become my go-to #1 tarot deck. The card stock is amazing. This is the back, and it is very, very flexible, bendy, beautiful cardstock. I feel like I'm going to have this for a very long time. I use this very often, reading for others, but also for myself lately. I really love the colors. I love that it's a Golden Dawn theme deck. It's by Aleister Crowley and later Frieda, who did the artwork under his supervision. I just feel like it's very unique, and I love that there's so much to read in these cards. You have astrology symbols, you have the colors, you have shapes, and there's a lot to work with, and on top of that, it is just beautiful. It's such a stunning deck. It's pleasing to the eyes, and it's a great reader for me. I love how all the suits are represented, all the elements in the suits, and I love the majors. I love the court cards. I love everything about this tarot deck. So this is one I have been taking out for myself, and I feel like for me I use this for any question that I have. This is a great reader all around for myself, my personal experience, and I'm so happy I have it. I'm so happy to work with it. I love it. It's becoming my #1 go-to tarot deck for everything, pretty much. The next one I'm going to show you is, this was my #1 go-to deck. It's still on the top list. It's still my very, very favorite, one of my favorites, and very special deck to me. I got this at a card shop on Etsy called Dark Forest Tarot, or Tarot Dark Forest. And this is a cardboard version. It's borderless and it's flat, like it's not shiny. It's a nice flexible cardstock. It's a cardboard stock, but it's nice and sturdy, and it has like a vintage look to it. It's called like vintage borderless cardboard tarot deck, and I'm not sure if they still have this one, because they do have a plastic version. They have more than one version of this deck. So I bought this a few years ago, so I'm not sure if they still have it. I bought this deck and I did not think that I was going to use it as much as I do, and you can see the wear on it. It's starting to look even more vintage, or and I love it because it adds character. But there's something about this deck. I pull it out for myself when I need a quick reading for myself, or anytime really. I just find this to be an intuitive reader for me, and I see things. It's almost like when I use this deck, I see things like as if I was scrying, which I would never. I usually wouldn't say that with an RWS deck. Like you can use anything to scry, but with my own personal experience, this one, for some reason, not that I scry, but it's like as if I'm scrying, because I use it and I start to see things, and it's been very accurate for me. A little scary accurate, and not in a bad way. I just mean like accurate, very accurate. And I really do love this deck. It's I don't know, maybe because it's a little bit more muted. It's darker, so if you want to take photos with this, just make sure you have enough light. But and it's a light deck, so easy to shuffle. So this has been one of my favorites, and one that I go to a lot. It's very special to me. I have a few of them, so I'll just put this in the box. I'll show you the tarot decks first. The next one I'm going to show you is the Sun and Moon Tarot by Vanessa Decort. And this one I grabbed sometimes, I don't know, this is a very sweet deck, and it's a great reader as well. And it also has a little bit of Golden Dawn kind of a theme to this too, kind of like the Thoth Tarot. And it's such a sweet, sweet deck. I mean, the artwork is so beautiful. These are the backs. And this is another amazing card stack. Beautiful, feeling, you know, it feels good. It feels nice and strong. There's a lot of symbols in this tarot deck also. But I find this to be soothing. I find this to be like gentle and soothing, but it does tell you what, you know, what you need to see and what you need to know. And it's just a lighter reader, like as far as the vibration goes, like as far as how gentle it is. And I love the artwork. I love how the suits are represented. I mean, I love this Ten of Swords. This is one of my favorite Ten of Swords. It's just so beautiful. I love the Pentacles. This is gorgeous. It's a loving deck. It's an emotional deck, like but not emotional like deep emotions, like happy emotions, like life happy emotions, like the human experience emotion. And it's beautiful. I love this Nine of Swords. Like it has keywords, you know, like the Thoth, and it is it also shows you the elements. It's just done so nice. I really, every now and then when I feel like I need a little soothing and I want to pull, you know, some cards. Look at this Star card, so beautiful. Look at this Queen of Wands, one of my favorites. And I love that there are flames in the wands. So every now and then I want like a little bit of a gentle feel when I'm looking at the tarot. I grabbed this one for myself, and I feel better after I use it. Like it puts a smile on my face. It's just such a sweet, sweet tarot deck for me. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you is one of my, well, it's not that new anymore, but it's one of my newer ones. I made this little, it's not perfect, and neither is my tarot deck, because this is the Aquarian Tarot. And I do have a video on, I will link that in the description, on how I modified this. So I trimmed this. I had to get the Aquarian Tarot. It was, these are the backs, but it didn't look like this. It had white frame around the back on the borders, and the front also had a white frame, and it had a beautiful font, beautiful cards the way they were. But for some reason I wanted to trim it, and I just wanted the artwork by itself. No keyword, you know, no names, no titles, no, it doesn't come with keywords. It does come with the name of the tarot deck. And what I love is the minor arcana. I love them without the borders, without anything. So this tarot deck, I trimmed all the borders off, and I just kept the artwork, and I love it. And it's not perfect because it didn't come out right, like it's so uneven, and I have a whole video on that. So if you'd like to see that, I will link it in the description. But I was never drawn to this deck before, and then something happened, and I was just, I don't know, I had it in my wish list, I believe, and I just never, you know, I got it on Amazon, had it on my wish list, and I never thought about purchasing it. Look at this Lover's card, how sweet that is. And something about it, like I never was into anything that looked retro. I wasn't into like this, even though I love like brown or cardboard or antique looking cards. Like I never looked at the browns and the oranges and the reds. Like I was never drawn to it. And then the more I don't know what happened. I just started to see it somewhere and notice it more and just be really drawn to it. And then I was like, I need to have this deck. And I finally ordered it for myself. And being that it was, this deck was created by David Paladini in 1970, and that's when I was born. I'm like, what, you know, when I'm Aquarius, and it's the Aquarian Tarot, and I'm like, why am I not purchasing this deck? Look at this moon card. It's one of my favorite moon cards. And the thing is, I've been bonding with this, and there's something special about this deck. I love the suits, the soft colors, and I love the pale faces. Like I wasn't into that before, but there's something about the pale faces And it makes me feel the card. And there's something about the way the designs with the black, wherever you see the black here, there's something here that there's a system. I don't know, something about it stands out to me. And there's I don't know, the sun card is so different, and it's beautiful, and I was never into it before, and now I love it. And I love the suit cards without the borders. Like, I just love that white background. Now the original ones had a more beige in the background, but getting back to why I'm making this video, I do pull this out for myself, and I really get nice readings with this. I find it to be healing. I find it to be like a friend that understands me. It shows me what's going on, and this is my personal experience. That's the Knight of Swords. The Strength card is so different, but so beautiful. And I feel like it's my friend. It tells me what's going on. I feel like it gives me guidance, like what the problem is, what I need to do. Like, this is what I use this deck for. I mean, you can use it for any question. It's a great reader overall, but right now this is, I feel like with my connection with this deck, for me, for myself personally, and I do read with it for others as well, and for different types of questions. But for me, I find that this is like my friend giving me advice, telling me what's going on and showing me what's going on and giving me guidance or whatever. And this is a High Priestess card. This is the one that I cut it, so it's so small, but I love it. I love my little imperfect deck, and I love my little imperfect envelope here that I stitched, that I crocheted for it. It's not perfect, but it fits my imperfect, and I love it. My imperfect modification job that I did on this deck. So that's the Aquarian Tarot, and I do pull this for my own personal readings. And sometimes I journal with this, I write with the cards, what cards came out, and I write whatever I got from it. Okay, next one, what should I show you? The Wildwood Tarot. And the Wildwood Tarot by Mark Ryan and John Matthews, artwork by Will Worthington. And this is another deck. I had this on my wish list on Amazon, and then I took it off. Just wasn't feeling it. I mean, it's beautiful, but it wasn't calling me. And then I put it back on, and years went by, and I never ordered it. So I have like 1,000 things on my wish list. And then one day, I saw it. This is the box. It was, I don't know. I hadn't seen videos of this deck for a couple of years, And then all of a sudden, I was thinking about it. And then I saw a couple of videos. It was like showing up on my, on my YouTube suggested videos, And I'm like, this is weird. I've been thinking about it, and now it's coming up. And I wasn't searching for it or anything. And I decided to order it, and I feel like it happened at the right time. I got this deck at the right time. This is the book, and this is a beautiful book. And I've been using this deck to journal. And I take my time with this, because what happens is, if you do readings, and if you do a lot of readings for people, when you do them for yourself, I mean, for me, my experience is I stopped taking time, to really take the time and pull cards and really absorb that. Like, I would just rush the reading and be like, okay, I got my message, and that was it. But I told myself I need to really take time. This is the book, and what I really love about it is that it gives you the name. You have a nice photo of the card here, and you have a description. You have more description. It tells you what's in the picture, and then it gives you the meanings. The meaning of the card, and it gives you more. It gives you reading points, and then you have something else on the bottom here. And I really like that. It's not too much, and it's not too small, so you can go to whatever you need from here. So I've been taking the time with this deck, and this is the one I've been journaling with, and the artwork is so stunning and it's so beautiful. The titles have been changed. The Wands of the Bows, and then there's a keyword here, Three of Bows fulfillment. And what I find with this deck for me is that it feels like therapy. It feels like therapy to me, and it's really healing. And look at that, and I feel like the nature, there's so much nature, so much Mother Gaia, so much, trees and animals, and so the majors, some of them are changed also, like that's the Green Man. That would be the Emperor or the Lord. And then we have the King of Vessels, Heron. So the court cards are changed, in the Vessels of the Cups in this tarot deck. And the court cards are all animals. So, and this is why I go to the book, because I don't understand like the Heron, how that goes with the meaning of the King of Vessels, or the King of Cups. So I go to the book, and I really like that I get to understand it, and when you read it, it makes sense. But I find that book to be, I'm not sure if one of the creators is like has a psychology background, but I get that kind of feeling with this tarot deck when I read the book. And so we have the bows, we have the vessels. I'm trying to look for the other ones, but look at the artwork. It is stunning. There is a vibration in the colors, or the glow or something. There's some kind of energy that comes out of these Two of Arrows. The arrows are the swords, injustice. And so it's a little different. It's I feel, the system and maybe some of the meanings, but it's healing, and it's another way of reading. And I feel like this deck is great for introspection, really self-reflection. It really helps me go deep within, and this is why I'm taking my time with this. The Blasted Oak, that would be the Tower card. And it is just such a beautiful deck. Let's see if we find the other suit. Gorgeous artwork. Stones. The stones are the pentacles. Just beautiful. And you feel like, I feel like I'm in these cards, and like this one right here, the sun of life. Like the sun is life. It's life energy. It's power. And you can feel the energy of this card. And then when you go to the book, you get more, So, and that's why I love it. Oh, by the way, these are the backs, which I do love. I wasn't like crazy about it at first, but now I love everything about it. So, and this is the, I always liked the art. The cardstock is amazing also. So beautiful, beautiful deck. I'm having a really beautiful, deep healing introspection. I'm getting a lot of healing from this, doing this, journaling with this tarot decks. I really love it. So let's see more tarot decks. The Santa Muerte Tarot, and I got this. I finally treated myself to this deck. I don't know if it was 2 years ago now or more. Santa Muerte. I had this by Fabio Listrani, printed by Los Scarabeo, or published by. So it comes in a beautiful box. And Fabio Listrani he's amazing, amazing artist. And he really knows his stuff, because the books are based on, the tarot deck and the theme of the deck. And so the Santa Muerte Tarot, I like this book because it gives you, it has the meanings, and then you have the advice of the dead. So to me, that's like ancestral, advice. And I really like that. So, if I go with the book, sometimes I don't go to the book, sometimes I go to the book, but I have been pulling this deck for myself because I find this deck to be a very direct reader. I feel like with this deck, I get direct answers, direct meanings. It's very direct, to the point, and look at how stunning this deck is. It is gorgeous, beautiful, colorful, and the colors are such a vibe. It's so brilliant, and I know that the video does not do this justice if you see it, you know, right in your hands. And for those of you who have this tarot deck, you know what I'm talking about. That's a star card, very beautiful. And the energy, this deck is in such an energy, and it gives amazing readings. It's a little, some of the cards feel like the meanings are the same, but some of them I get like a different perspective from the cards, you know, when I do the readings. And I love the tens in this tarot deck. This is the Ten of Cups. I love the tens, and I just love this artwork and the system and the colors, and I really find this one to be my most direct tarot deck when it comes to if I want to know more in a situation, if I want to know more, this is the deck I grab. But I mean, it's great for all readings, but sometimes I just need a little bit more, and I'll pull this one out. And sometimes I just want advice from this, you know, like I want to use this tool because it's a different thing. It's a different energy, and I really feel like I'm being guided. I feel like you know, Santa Muerte, my ancestors, like I just feel a different vibe, and I feel like I'm protected and I'm guided. Like it just has that, and it's beautiful. It is, and I feel like it's also emotional. This is the Ace of Cups, and it's just so gorgeous. Another beautiful one, and the cardstock is beautiful. Be gentle with these because some of them I'm putting in their boxes and some of them I'm not, so I don't want them to fall. Okay, the next tarot deck, my little Rider Tarot deck mini. This is very small. It's the mini. It's like a little, like what, I don't know, an inch or so bigger than my thumb. You can see how big that is. I pull this out sometimes if it's late at night and I don't want to pull out the bigger decks. You know, I go to this one, and I love it because it comes with a card about Pamela Coleman Smith. I love that. These are the backs, and I do have the regular size one. That's the one I learned on. Very nice cards. Like it's thin, but it's pretty nice, and it holds up very fine. And it's beautiful, and it's adorable, and it's a nice reader. And I find that it shuffles. I mean, I have small hands, and I'm fine with the shuffling, you know, with this card. And I also find that I get accurate readings. All around good deck for all questions. I just pulled this out. Sometimes it's late at night and I don't feel like getting the other ones. I don't feel like, you know, a big spread with all the cards. Like it fits, you know, like I can just keep this folded in half, and you know, and I could do a little reading for myself, and usually I pull this out when it's late. I have one of these in my purses also as well, because I have two of them, because the first one I bought, I decided to draw, mark it up, like put a little bikini on the, you know, where there's nudity, put little bathing suits and bikinis or whatever, or shorts or whatever on the cards, just in case I needed that. But then when I did that, I kind of was like upset that I marked them up. You know, I modified my decks. I may edge them and I may trim them, but I don't want to really mark them up. You know, like nothing wrong with that unless I wanted to add like sparkles or something. But like I hid something and I kind of felt funny like doing that. Like, I don't know, like I don't mind having a deck that has that, but since I have this size, like I kind of wanted one that wasn't marked up. So, and that's why I ordered this one. So I have two of these. One that's a little bit marked up just in case I needed a marked up deck. And you know, sometimes with YouTube you don't know, and sometimes if you're out or if you're reading and there's young children there, you just don't know. So it's good to have a marked up deck just in case. So and that's why I did that, and it actually looks cute. You know, it came out nice, but I still wanted the artwork the way, you know, an original one, especially because I have, like, this is like the most well-known, the most used tarot deck. So that's that. And I do pull this for myself. You know, usually when it's late at night, I just grab it. It's small. It's, you know, it's amazing. So, okay, so I think that's it with the tarot decks. And now I'm going to, I don't want to miss anything. This Oracle card deck right here, Magical Dimensions. Oracle Cards and Activators by Lightstar. This deck right here is exactly what the name says. It's Magical Dimensions. And the Activators, it has to do with colors. And the book is really amazing. So some, you know, we have some decks. Like I have some decks, most of the time I read the decks and I don't use the books. I do go look at the book sometimes because it's nice to know more or see how to use the deck or, you know, to get more with the meanings. But I like to read them intuitively. But this one, there's something special about reading, you know, when you use the book. And I like that it's not too much and then not too little. So it gives you crystals, it gives you essential oils, it gives you celestial interpretation meanings and oracle interpretation meanings. It gives you, you know, the name of the card and then some keywords, and these are the words that are on the card. And it gives you the colors of the light rays, and they're like healing. And this deck, anytime I need a little, I don't know, extra healing, a little something more powerful, I take this out. And actually, I've been taking it out, and then since I started working with the Wildwood, I haven't been taking this out, because if I go to the book for the Wildwood and I go to the book for this, I'll be reading for myself all night. And as much as I want to give myself more time, I don't want to give myself like 3 hours, because that can happen, you know, like when you ask your spirit guides for like one card and then you get 5 and then you get 10 from the other deck and then you get 12 from another one, and then you're there for like 2 hours reading for yourself, which is beautiful, but sometimes they have a lot to say to you. But so I haven't pulled it out like in the recent, I've been using this. But once I got the Wildwood, I haven't been pulling this one out as much. But every now and then I do grab it and I'm like, I need to pull from here. And then I'll just do from here. So we have beautiful images, beautiful artwork. And you can see the light. There's something about the light in the cards and also in the border that is... They look like they're holographic, but they're not. That's the way the artwork is. That's the way it looks. But there is some kind of energy here. Like this is exiled, illusion of separation, disconnect, and isolation. And I just find it to be so healing. Like when I'm going through some deep things, I feel like this is a great healing oracle card deck. The Promise, Soulmates, Attraction, Partnership. And it's just magical. This has magical feelings for me, my own personal experience. It's so healing. I will take this out, and sometimes I will take 1 or 2 cards or 3, whatever comes out, and I will put it on my, I have like a little, like by the window, I have my card holder, my tarot card holder there. I have my incense holder and some statues and stuff, and pictures of me when I was little, because I did like inner child healing one time with Noah Rothschild, and I have still those pictures there. I have my teddy bear from that healing thing. I have like some special things there, some rocks that I collected, and crystals, and I put this on my altar with those things, and it gives me something to look at for the week. So I find it so healing. And so beautiful. The Throat Portal. Speak your truth, courage, and suppression. Look at this one, Breakthrough. Leap of faith, freedom, and new beginnings. So I look at this emerald color. I mean, it's beautiful. And then sometimes I meditate and I visualize myself in this place, you know, like especially where there's water, you know, healing water or colors. And so it's just beautiful and healing. Beautiful healing deck to work with. It really raises my vibe. So if I'm feeling low, I pull these cards and it changes everything. Madame Endora's fortune cards. I find this one, and I got the book too. I didn't grab it. I should have grabbed the book to show you guys. So it comes with this book, but there's another book that's sold separately, and it has the meanings, more of the meanings of each card. But what I also like about that book, besides the meanings, which is great, this has some meanings also. But what I like about that book is that there's more things there. There's other information there. There's a little bit about palm reading and all kinds of other things, you know, crystals and esoteric stuff and Australian, you know, I don't know if there's numerology, but there's so much information in that book. I'm not sure if it's got I Ching info in there too, but it's got a lot of information on there. These are the backs. It's beautiful. And there's something about this deck also when I pull cards for myself, I feel like it is very healing. And there's different sections. There's different groups of cards. So you have like the caduceus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You will receive news from afar. So you have like some like advice. You have some things that are going on. You also have some protection cards. Like I find that the cards that come out from this deck are very accurate. You know, when I'm whatever I need to see, whatever I need to feel, whatever I need to know, it can call you out also as well. You know, it tells me what, you know, something, if I need shadow work, you know, it calls me out on that. And sometimes it just makes me feel protected. So this is a beautiful deck. I pulled it out a few times, but I should pull this out more. Fate has blocked this path for you. Hindrance. You know, sometimes you think things don't work out, but then you don't realize maybe there's a reason. You know, strength and wisdom, the dragon. It's protection, strength. Beware who you trust, the wolf. Like, I just love these cards. And then you have the elements also. Very spiritual, and I feel like there's, I don't know, some kind of beautiful protective energy with this deck as well. Yes, beautiful, beautiful cards. The cardstock is like cardboard, but it's nice. It's a nice cardboard, nice cardboard stock, very strong, beautiful oracle card deck. The next one is the Talisman Oracle, and it is by Nora Paskaleva. This artwork and this deck, very special. It has a book also. It has a book as well. I'm actually going to show that to you. Nice box, magnetic closure, and it has some tracing paper in there because when you look at the cards, each card has a symbol hidden in there, and you can draw that symbol, or you know, you can trace it, or you can draw it, or you can just meditate on it, or you could just keep the card out, you know. And there's an affirmation with each card, so it gives you like the name of the card, and then it tells you more. So sometimes I just pull the card, and sometimes I go to the book, and sometimes I don't. So it all depends. Like, I am joyous. Cast away negativity, and it gives you something else, and it has, you know, a picture of the card and a symbol that's on there somewhere, and it gives you something, the meaning, and then you have talisman power, and then you have I am adaptable. So this, I really like this. Is a great tool to work with, and I also feel that it's powerful. Beautiful edging here. It comes with black edging. It's shiny. This is a glossy deck, and then we have beautiful, and I love the tones, the colors, beautiful artwork. And sometimes I just get something from what I see, and other times I go to the book. Sometimes, you know, this helps also, but there's some kind of beautiful energy with this, and I don't know, it makes me feel good. After I pull this, I'm feeling it, you know, like I can resonate with the card, and sometimes I put it up on my tarot holder, my altar. I guess I should call it my altar. I turned it into my altar by the window with my statues and my whatever I have there, candles and my crystals, and my picture of my inner child self there, willpower, destiny, and you have symbols. You know, there's symbolism on the cards, and then there's hidden the symbols that you can draw. I'm not sure if this is it, you know. But there's symbols in here. right, like this right here. That's what you would draw or trace, and that's where you know, you have the book, and that book will show you that symbol separate. That's what I like about that. But the artwork is also very beautiful. There's, you know, there's things there, you know, the shapes and beautiful, beautiful. So I like using this for myself. I've been pulling this sometimes, you know, it depends what I need. I just go to what I'm drawn to or what I feel I need at the moment. The next one I'm going to show you is The Seasons of the Witch, Litha Oracle by Lorraine Anderson and Julia Diaz, illustrated by Tiana Lukonic. That's tiny, so I hope I said that right. I will be listing the details of these decks below. It comes with a book, and I should show you the book, why not? And it's a nice book, Oh, I have colored pictures. I just used the cards without the book, but look at this, it's got beautiful pictures. Very nice. Oh, ignite your little oh, it comes with a ritual. Very nice. I have another deck by these, you know, the same creator, Seasons of the Witch. I have the Samhain one that I take out sometimes for the holidays, like Halloween or the, you know, that time of the year, the fall. And I love that deck also. So I have two of these in my collection, and I don't know, I might get more. It would be nice to have all of them, because I really think there's something special about these, but these two are my favorite ones so far. And you know, I just kind of get them when I need them, I feel. Look at this beautiful gilding. It's shiny. It's like metallic pink or purplish. It's like this beautiful purple color, and the backs are beautiful. I love it. The moon and the butterfly, so nice, beautiful. And then you have the words like rot and decay. It festers when left in the shadows. Bring it to life by giving it away. So it's like, you know, it's just really, it's really healing. Like when you're feeling stuff. Garden bed. Sometimes it's difficult to see how hard you're working when you don't provide space for reflection. And I feel like it's another healing, feel-good deck. And look at the beautiful artwork. It is so beautiful, and it's so perfect for this time of the year. I bought it at the right time, because I bought it right, I think it was like around when the spring started. So this is a newer one for me. Clouds crying. Be still, for it is the act of patience that guidance is met with clarity. So I do pull, you know, I go to this deck, and I know I'm just going to hear what I need to hear, and it's just going to make me feel good. And when I pull from this deck, I do put the card out, because I look at it, and for however many days it serves me, and it just, it lifts my vibes, and it gives me something to reflect on, to think about, to work on, you know, depending on what the message is that I get that day. And I put it out, and I look at it for like a few days or a week, or however long I feel. You know, usually it's about 3 days, 4 days, or a week. It's just so beautiful, really beautiful. I love the artwork, so colorful. It's healing. It's a feel-good deck. So this is another one that I've been pulling right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I plan to do more. I'm sorry I haven't done them as often, but I'm planning to do more, because I have quite a few decks in my collection. And yeah, and I've been working with a lot of them. And I have more to share. So I will be doing that. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, for watching. And I will see you soon. Take care.